Hello အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါ This is the part 3 of the video on how to use yin, to and donga to convey when. I have made videos for yin and to and now this video is about how to use donga for when. So it is written as donga, but when you really speak it becomes donga, more like D sound. And it is used as when, especially for the past events. Before we dive into the examples for donga, let me explain about dong and ga separately. So ga is a particle that indicates time or place. You might already be familiar with this ga, but how about dong? Dong, if you use it alone, it would mean while some action is going on, you are in the middle of doing something is in the process. So dong means while. Let me show you some examples. Ye cho ni dong phong la de. Ye cho de means to take a shower. Ye cho ni de means you are taking a shower. Ni indicates continuous action. Ye cho ni dong while you are in the shower. Phong la de. Phong la de. Phone is phone. La de means to come. So when the phone rings, we call it phone la de. Phone la de. Ye chu ni dong phone la de. It can be a past tense or a present tense. While I was in the shower, the phone rang, or while I am in the shower, the phone rings. You can also say without ni. Ye chu dong phone la de. So it is understood that you were in the process of taking the shower when the phone rang. Let's say while you are in the shower and you are still taking the shower and someone asked you, have you finished taking the shower? Ye cho bi la. Have you finished? Ye cho bi la. Have you finished taking the shower? Then you would say, I haven't finished yet. I'm still in the shower, or I'm still taking the shower. Ma bi de bu. Ye cho ni dong. You are still taking the shower. Or ye cho dong is also correct. Ye cho ni dong is more commonly used. Ye cho ni dong, I'm still in the shower, or I'm still taking the shower. Another example, ain za lo bi la. Ain za means homework. Lo there means to do. Ain za lo bi la. Have you finished doing homework? Or you can say ain za bi la. Have you finished homework? Ma bi de bu. I haven't finished yet. Ain za lo ni dong, or lo ni dong. I'm still doing it, or I'm still doing my homework. Lo ni do. Here, what we want to emphasize is that you are still doing it. You are still doing your homework. You can say ain za lo ni do, or lo do. Ain za lo do. I'm still doing homework. Lo do. Still doing. Lo do. Lo ni do. Let's go back to the previous example. Ye chu ni do phong la de. I have mentioned that this sentence can be either present tense or past tense, right? Ye chu ni dong phong la de. But if you add ga, ye chu ni dong ga phong la de. As we have mentioned, dong ga is mostly for past tense to describe the past events. So ye chu ni dong ga phong la de. Then if you say this, it definitely means the past. Ye cho ni dong ga phone la de. It's in the past. Maybe in the morning when you were in the shower, the phone rang. Ye cho ni dong ga phone la de. In the morning, manaka ye cho ni dong ga phone la de. Or you can say yesterday, maniga ye cho ni dong ga phone la de. Or maniga ain za lo ni dong ga phone la de. Or ain za lo dong ga phone la de. Okay, so when we use dong ga, it's indicating the past. Okay, so from this point onwards, we will be looking at more examples of donga. So in our previous examples, ye chu ni donga, ain za lo ni donga. Donga was used together with some actions like ye chu de, ain za lo de. It can also be used with time expressions. For example, ayin nit donga. Ayin nit donga. Ayin nit donga. Last year. Ayin mean previous. Nit year. Ayin nit donga. Last year. Ayin nit donga di a chain khayi twa ni da. Ayin nit donga. Last year. Di a chain. A chain means time. Di a chain. This time. Khayi twa de to travel. Khayi twa ni de traveling. ခရီးသွားနေတာအရင်နှစ်တုန်းကဒီအချိန်ခရီးသွားနေတာ At this time last year I was traveling. So you can use this phrase when you are reminiscing about the good times that you had while traveling, or someone asked you what you were doing around this time last year. အရင်နှစ်တုန်းကဒီအချိန်ခရီးသွားနေတာ Here I would like to mention that if you use ka only instead of donga, it would mean the same. အရင်နှစ်ကဒီအချိန်ခရီးသွားနေတာ It is the same. But you cannot use only dong here. အရင်နှစ်တုန်းဒီအချိန်ခရီးသွားနေတာ No, it's not correct. Because when you want to use only dong, there should be some action. But this one is a time expression. So you have to use donga or ka. အရင်နှစ်ကဒီအချိန်ခရီးသွားနေတာ or အရင်နှစ်တုန်းကဒီအချိန်ခရီးသွားနေတာ Next one. လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်တုန်းက10 years ago. လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့ means လွန် past. Something went past. လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့ is a particle for the past tense. လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်10 years. The say is 10, 10နှစ်10 years. လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်10 years ago. Donga. When 10 years ago, so it's just 10 years ago in translation. လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်တုန်းကလွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်တုန်းကသူနဲ့စတွေ့ခဲ့တယ်သူနဲ့ သူ means he or she သူနဲ့ with him or with her စတွေ့ခဲ့တယ်တွေ့တယ် means to meet စတယ် means to begin or to start စတွေ့ခဲ့တယ် ခဲ့ again the particle for the past tense သူနဲ့စတွေ့ခဲ့တယ် means I first met him or her လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်တုန်းက10 years ago လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်တုန်းကသူနဲ့စတွေ့ခဲ့တယ် I first met him or her 10 years ago. Here again, if you want to use only ka instead of donga, it would be the same. လွန်ခဲ့တဲ့10နှစ်ကသူနဲ့စတွေ့ခဲ့တယ် is the same. မနက်တုန်းက in the morning. မနက် means morning. မနက်တုန်းက in the morning. But this morning is not the morning of the next day. It should be the morning of the same day. Maybe you are talking about something in the same day, in the evening or afternoon or at night, and you want to mention about something in the morning that had happened. In that case, you can use manat donga. Or if you want to mention about yesterday's morning, then maniga manat donga. Mani is yesterday. Maniga manat donga. Or mani manat donga. The same for nya donga. Nya means night. Nya donga means last night. Because when you use donga, this nya has gone, passed by. You have passed by this night. Nya donga. So it would mean last night. Nya donga. Nge donga. Nge donga. Nge means to be young or to be small. Here it means nge donga means when I was young or when I was in my childhood. Nge donga. Jaung donga. Jaung means school. We usually say jaung donga when we want to say that when I was in school, jaung donga. Or you can say jaung tat donga. Jaung tat means to attend school. So if you want to talk about something when you were in school, then you can say jaung donga so yin blah blah blah. Tu shi donga. Tu means he or she. Shi means to be present or to have. Here it means tu shi donga means when he was around or when he was present. And there is this expression ho shi donga, which means long ago. In English, when the fairy tales start, there is this long ago in a faraway land, blah blah blah, right? So just like that, in Burmese we have ho shi donga and blah blah blah. The story starts. She here means past or ancient. So ho shi donga, long ago. Eddie donga at that time. Eddie means that Eddie Lu, that person. Eddie Ha, that one. Eddie donga at that time. Eddie donga ngange di de. Eddie donga Edi donga nga nge di de. Nge di de. Nge de means to be young. De is like still or yet. So nge di de, still young. Nga I was still young at that time. Edi donga nga nge di de. You can use edi donga when you want to talk about a specific time in the past. And there is ho donga. Ho donga. Ho donga also means at that time, but this one is a little more vague. When you are talking about a not so specific time in the past, you can use ho donga. Ho donga. Ho means that. Di ha, this one. Ho ha, that one. Right? That ho donga. Horonga. At that time, Horonga. So there is a song by singer Elsie Z, which is called Hodonga Lo, which means like that time. Hodonga, that time. Lo means like. So Hodonga Lo. The song's name is Hodonga Lo. I'm not sure, but I think original song might be a Chinese song. Have a listen. So she sang that Hodonga Lo Chittila. Chitte means to love. Chittide. Chittide means to still love. Still or yet. They means still or yet. Chittila. Do you still love me? Hodonga Lo, like that time. Hodonga Lo Chittila. Do you still love me like that time? So Hodonga is talking about a period in the past. It's not very specific, but it's talking about that time. So Hodonga Lo Chittila. Do you still love me like that time? So the full lyrics is Hodonga Lo Mya Achiyi Gugu Chittila. Hodonga Lo Mya. Mya is just a colloquial usage. The meaning is just Hodonga Lo. Achiyi. Achi means love. It's the lover of the speaker. Achiyi. Ye is a colloquial usage again. Achiyi. When you are calling someone like the nge jin ye, hi friend, hey friend, achiyi, hey love, like that. Achiyi, go. The speaker is addressing herself as go. Go here is object particle. So go. More like to me, or she is an object here, being loved. Chittila, still loved. Am I still loved like that time? Hodonga Lo Mya Achiyi Gugu Chittila. Do you still love me like that time, my love? Like that. Oh, so I noticed some mistake in my romanization. For ho, I will just use ho, hodonga. Okay, but there is another one when we say Hodonga Lo. It's similar to Hodonga Lo, but when you want to talk about the time which is like far away, maybe even farther away in the past, then Hodonga become Hodonga. That time, that is like well in the past, very long time ago. Hodonga. We can also use donga for a question. This is very useful. Bedonga le. When you want to ask a past event. When? Bedonga le. When was it? Bedonga le. For example, your friend says, Nga America toa kere. Nga I, America, toa kere. Toa to go. Ke indicates past. Nga America toa kere. I went to America. Bedonga toa kere. You can ask, Bedonga toa kere. When did you go? Or Bedonga toa le. Also the same. Or you can just say Bedonga le. Nga America toa kere. Bedonga le. October la donga toa kera. Or October la donga toa kere. I went there in October. October la means month. October la donga toa kere. I went there in October. Okay, that's it for the video on donga. I hope you now have a good idea on how to use it. Please let me know if you have any question. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video. Now ma တွေ့မယ်နော် Bye bye.